What's going on, everybody? My name's Christian Robert. On this channel, we talk stocks, personal finance, and wealth building. And I just want to start this video off by saying thank you to all the positive comments I've received in my last few videos since I've sold the majority of my stocks. We have a lot of great supporters on this channel, so I thank you for sticking with me even though I don't have that big portfolio anymore. Once I close officially on that land, I will be sure to do a video on it, which should be in about 2 to 3 weeks depending. So I will keep you updated on that. But as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video if you haven't already, and let's jump right into this. So it's been a little bit of time since I've done one of these weekly roundup videos for you guys to see where we are at with everything. So to start off, we have my M1 Finance portfolio. It is currently 9:25 Friday morning, so markets are about to open. There's not a whole lot to talk about here. The portfolio is pretty self-explanatory. I have a small pie with 4 Vanguard ETFs that make up 4%, McDonald's at 4%, a bunch of banks and a few credit cards companies in here that make up 4%, Duke Energy at 4%, Costco at 4%, Verizon at 4%, United Tech and Tesla at 30%, and the aggressive dividends portfolio at 38%. I'm really starting to enjoy M1 more and more. I know I get a lot of comments saying that I should really make this my primary account, but it's still very new to me. Keep in mind, I've been investing on and off with Robinhood for at least 3-4 years, and even before I had TD Ameritrade, I had a Scottrade account since I was 19 years old. So I'm very familiar with those platforms a lot more. But yes, I'm really enjoying this one. Dividends are starting to consistently roll in. The last month we're up 5.84%. In the last week we're up 3.38% or $36, only 8 cents in dividends. But today and Monday I should get a bunch of them from the monthly dividend pie, $3.67 in the last month. Moving on to Robinhood. Portfolio's at $5,625. We are currently down in pre-market a little bit, but in the last week we are up 5.67% or $300. Now, one thing I did not mention is after I sold off a majority of my TD Ameritrade portfolio, I actually sold off my speculative stock, which was Switch. I sold it for roughly a 95% profit, and I ended up pulling out that money. I believe I pulled out $650. So what is awesome is that I've already recouped almost half of that in capital appreciation. So when I took it out, my account was just under 5,000. It was like 4,900. So it's nice to see that capital appreciation kick in. But in the last month, sorry, my computer's lagging. In the last month, we are up 7.59% or $396. This is all fine and dandy, but if you know, the whole using Robinhood for growth stocks just wasn't fitting me. I still own Tesla as my biggest holding, but Tesla is really the outlier to me. I do not want to invest in many, Amazons and Googles. I just love dividends. That's what I enjoy. Tesla is just that one exception to where I really believe in the company and the people behind it. So I want to put my money where, I see that big, where I see a lot of room to grow in a company. So if another company came about that I really liked and they didn't offer a dividend, of course I would buy it. But this is quickly becoming another big dividend portfolio. Skyworks has been performing nicely in the last week, and TPR. Now, a few people were kind of crapping on me for buying this, which is perfectly fine. I respect all of your opinions. But I've owned this for like a week or so, and I'm up 28.9%. Now, this is obviously not going to happen a lot. I just think it was pretty undervalued at the time. So, now it recouped along with a lot of the other stocks in the last week or so. But you know what? I'm going to hold it. It's got a nice dividend. And I think they just had their ex-dividend date. So we will see what happens with that. But nothing much else has changed with the portfolio. I've just been nibbling on a few shares of this and that, but nothing substantial. L Brands, another one that people weren't too fond of me buying. I have 3 shares at an average cost of 17, and I'm up 11.8%, so that's nice. And the other big one was 3M. Now 3M has been performing really nicely. I wish I was adding to it in my TD Ameritrade, but I have not. I just bought 1 share here at 162, so we're up 5%. And I believe, no, they don't have an ex-dividend date. Today, the only ex-dividend date I have is from Altria Group. And so another thing I'm really loving about Robinhood is the messages tab. I feel like they're doing a really good job at connecting or communicating with the investors on their platform. They're just making it more fun, in my opinion. So they now text or message you when you receive dividends like this. Awesome, because you own 3 shares of Flowers Foods on this ex-dividend date. You received a dividend payment of 57 cents, and you can click here to see what's going on. So I actually had a nice amount of dividends flow in today, around $3 just in today, I believe. So that's nice. And then lastly, we have what's left of my TD Ameritrade portfolio. This is one thing I also didn't mention, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm even keeping this in it, but for now I am. I might need to withdraw some more money because not only do I have to close on the land, but I'm in the process of clearing out the land of all the trees and weeds and brush. So I might have to take out a few more thousand of this. I'm really trying not to, though. I actually just added a position. I added back to O Realty Income, 15 shares. I'm already down a little bit. But nonetheless, if we add up my 3 accounts, I'm actually doing that right now. For the week, we are sitting at a total of $13,464. Now, keep in mind, before we were almost touching 60,000 total. So this is going to be our new starting point for, moving forward from here on out. I might have to take out a few more thousand, but nonetheless, this is kind of our new baseline for where we're going to, grow back to that $50,000, $60,000 overall stocks. So I will keep you guys updated with that. But that's it for today. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.